How do you balance your life pala? Because on top of all these businesses under you, different industries pa, plus you have a family. How do you ensure things are running smoothly? Siyempre, may mga conflicts yan sa bahay, dito for this plant, for this business,
May schedules naman.
how do you
No, may schedules naman. So I have
rectify?
certain days. I have certain days for MD1. I have certain days for Binalot that I go there. And then certain days for Centro.
So time
also.
management.
Time management and technology helped a lot.
Yeah, of
Because
course,
of
Zoom lang
yung
instead
Zoom,
of yung
ang dali ng meeting.
face-to-face
So actually now,
conferences.
and of course, the biggest thing, I think, pinakamagandang nangyari sa Pilipinas is the Skyway.
Yeah,
So when
actually, whenever I'm in Manila, I would even say the traffic in Cebu is worse than Manila.
really? Wow,
Kasi
thank you.
Kasi sa Cebu, masikip, then parang hindi na plan ng maayos yung infrastructure. In Manila, the Skyway really,
It really helped a lot. And for me, it used to
Opened
take
up
me 1 hour and a half to 2 hours to get to the plant. Now it's 45 minutes. No?
ako din, I visited Bacoor, even Batangas. Parang it didn't take so long.
Lapit na, no?
Straight lang, diretso
Yeah.
lang. So, very convenient na.
So,
Skyway, big help.
so that helped a lot, going to the factories. And now, going to the factory pa lang, Zoom meeting na kami. So,
Tapos na
kasi I
yun.
have a driver naman. So when I get there, tapos na yung meeting. And then, work na.
Yeah.
So, yeah. A lot of
Totoo,
things.
mas efficient. Even myself na everything can be discussed through Zoom upon waking up.
And
tapos na yung major decisions.
we make use of the chat groups a lot.
Yeah, WhatsApp.
WhatsApp,
Telegram.
Viber, nandun lahat. Actually, I hardly check my email anymore.
Yeah, lahat sa
And
GC na.
Doon na pinadadala, maski mga attachments nandun na. So, technology really is is
Totoo.
helping us.
It's
Diba?
really shifting. Tapos mas fast-paced na. But also more efficiency. Thanks to technology. Okay. How's your relationship pala with
Sarap ng Gateway Coffee.
Yeah.
Gateway Coffee.
Salamat.
Try it today.
sa pag-endorse? These are local coffee beans.
Coffee beans, really? From Cebu?
No, somewhere sa Luzon. Pero
Sa Luzon.
that's
okay.
why for all our showrooms, we set up coffee beans sa lahat ng lounge. It's a new standard we're
Okay.
setting
okay.
up. Because we're improving, of course, customer satisfaction also. So, lahat ng lounge, we ensure
You should talk to my youngest sister. She's into coffee. She does a vlog every Sunday about brewing, brewing
okay.
coffee. She can talk to you about coffee for 5 hours tuloy-tuloy.
Sige. Kasi lately, I've been a coffee lover.
Ah,
Before,
talaga?
hindi. But ever since maybe the past 3 years na
They set up a community called the Coffee Home Brewers, and now they're like at 30,000 members. And basically, it's like how to brew your own coffee at home kasi wala nang makapunta sa coffee shop during the pandemic, di ba?
coffee lovers.
Sarap.
Okay. Siguro, what would you advise to young entrepreneurs or maybe business owners? Kasi you've been around siguro for a while. So
Yeah.
I'm sure you've had many trials and tribulations. What would you want to impart?
I think find a mentor. I think mentors are important. Maganda. And it doesn't need to be only one. No? Marami naman dyan. No? And just try to learn, keep
Attitude, no? Na
Ako-
open-minded lang. Kasi iba, very shut off na. Parang
Oo.
close-minded.
Actually, I believe in the 10,000 hour rule. If you want to be good at something, you have to do it for 10,000 hours.
Yeah, there was a book. Sino? Yun.
Outliers.
Yeah, The Outliers.
And I believe in the 10-book rule. If you want to learn about something, try to read 10 books about it. So, you have to learn it, find your passion. Kasi if you find your passion, it's not gonna be work, di ba? You're gonna enjoy it. And mas madali yung 10,000 hours kung passionate ka about it. No? And yun nga, do it right away. I mean, Kasi the
Time is
earlier,
limited.
the earlier
Time
you
just
start,
flies by.
the more practice you'll get eh.
Yeah.
Diba?
And
So
you
start
might
small, and then get more
more room
practice.
for growth. Kahit fail, pero at least
Yeah. Oo.
paakyat, no?
You can
Level
chalk
up.
it up to experience, di ba? At saka pag bata ka, nothing to lose ka eh. Di ba? Just don't bet money that you don't have. Di ba?
Yeah. Of course,
That's-
careful pa rin. And calculated risks, of course.
Yeah. Oo. Ganyan. So, yun. And yun nga, effective partnership, because sometimes you can't really clone yourself, di ba? So for you to do more, you have to hire, you have to get a consultant, things like that. If you're weak at something, you try to get help from outside, to always help you. Yeah, you can do it. You can do it on your own.
Okay. How close are you pala to your 3 daughters? Like, do they
I think
ask advice or may konting gap? Because sometimes
I
these
think we're
things
pretty
are
close. I think we're pretty close.
unavoidable. Stricto ka ba sa dating nila? Do you have high standards
Hindi.
to who they'll marry?
Well, I'd like to say na oo, pero hindi naman. Kung ano lang yung gusto nila, no? I'm pretty close to them because I'm very affectionate to my kids, and I really enjoyed their childhood. So ngayon, I'm enjoying naman na they're turning into adults na. I celebrate their successes with them, ganyan. Yung dating, yung mom na lang ang bahala. No?
Mom.
Kasi mahirap yun eh.
Yeah. Pero your wife runs the school. So
Yeah,
she's
she
like
runs the school.
She's the principal, gano'n? Or
She's the director. The
Director.
director. But now she teaches kasi hirap kumuha ng teacher ngayon.
That's also her passion to
Yeah.
public school or
It's a preschool.
preschool
It's
lang.
for
Okay,
young
kids.
kids. She wanted to be a teacher before.
When was this set up pala?
When we got married. Actually, before we got married. She
She just likes kids, gano'n.
She likes
Of course.
kids. She wanted to teach. She wanted to teach talaga. And she was accepted na in a school, I think, before we got married. Sabi ko, honey, huwag ka na mag-teach sa iba. Sabi ko, let's set up our own and then you can teach there. So actually, we set up the school before we got married. No? I wouldn't advise that to everybody to get into business with your girlfriend. No? But good thing it turned out. It worked out for us.
Sometimes magulo yung
Oo,
decision making.
baka dun pa kayo maghiwalay, di ba?
Yeah.
But I think we set it up 1999, but we got married 2000. So a year after lang. So okay naman, no? And so it's known in the community already. And it's fun because we see our students who graduated there, mga doktor na. We'd be in church and somebody would say, "Hi, Miss Juan." Ganyan, malaking tao. Uy, si ano to dati? Ganyan.
Okay.
And then it's nice. It's
Quite
nice.
profound, no? Like you witnessed them grow
And
up.
I think,
you saw them as kids.
it keeps you young if you're always with kids. Kasi my wife, she has a young attitude. She looks young. She enjoys what she does. Parang ganyan. So it's nice. It's nice.
Okay. But hindi ka hands-on sa school. It's just, it's her baby, her
Yeah.
project. So,
Yeah.
para hindi magulo, no?
Sa finance lang minsan, titingnan ko yung
finance.
titingnan ko yung cash flow, tingnan natin, ganyan, no? Tingnan natin yung budget, projection and everything, ganyan. So, how many students do we need? Ano ba yung overhead natin? Ganyan.
Going back to EVAP, what led you to really venture in EVAP? Kasi, were you really passionate about it? Or were you really...
I saw the advantages of having an effective association. Nagsimula yan when Toti Torres, who was the chairman of Yasaki Torres. Yasaki Torres is the biggest exporter of automotive parts abroad from the Philippines. They make wiring harnesses. Nakilala namin si Yasaki Torres, Mr. Torres, when he was still alive. No? And he's really, ibang klaseng character si Mr. Torres eh. You know, he's very soft-spoken, but when he speaks, you listen. So I met him and he said, Rommel, you have to join our association. It's called MVP MAP, Motor Vehicles Parts Manufacturers Association of the Philippines. Ang haba. No? So, okay, sumali ako. And then I met guys who were like slightly older than me, who had bigger companies than us. And then I learned a lot from them. And then they would always represent the industry to government, Department of Trade, yung mga ganyan, to the Foreign Trade Service Corps. You know. So I started to become part of the board of that. And I saw how effective it is to have a voice for the industry. Di ba? Kasi before EVAP, nobody represented the electric vehicle industry. Di ba? There's no voice. So that's how we decided. Para yung electric vehicle industry will have a unified voice. And it became that naman. No? So now, the DTI has recognized EVAP as the premier association for electric vehicles in the Philippines. So, whenever there's consultations, whenever there's a Senate hearing, yung mga ganyan, they call us in.
So, you were very active then?
Yeah, I was active.
Yeah. Okay.
Pero ngayon si Edmond na yung active.
Okay. Good.
And you know, they also set up another group. It's called EVOS naman, Electric Vehicle Owners Society. So every month, they go on runs. They would meet in a place and have coffee with all their electric vehicles. And then they would do announcements and things like that. Your customer should join.
Yeah.
You know?
But it takes vision to start that kasi that began in 2010 and that time that would be relatively early pa.
Ang kasama pa namin
parang
dati
maaga kayo pero parang naka-set up na that early, so meron ng vision.
It was about
ahead.
the same time that Elon Musk set up Tesla. So I actually visited Tesla pa. I went to Tesla in Fremont before. Nasa Redwood City pa nga yung una. And he started with those roadsters before. And you know, people were just laughing at Elon Musk before. This crazy billionaire trying to make electric vehicles work.
Yeah.
But where is he now? It's the most
Prove them
valuable.
wrong.
This is the most valuable car company in the world.
Two ba? Richest na yun? Parang
Yeah, I think it's number 2 to
second,
Toyota.
Second
No?
richest.
But you know, in terms of value, it's higher pa value
Higher
than
pa.
Ford and General Motors. Pero ilan lang yung planta nila, di ba? So, you know, I think sumabay kami, but of course, we don't have the same resources and the same ganyan-ganyan. But, you know, it's been a fun ride. You know, it's been a fun ride and we've met so many people who are passionate about electric vehicles and they still are now. A lot of people haven't given up yet. And there are new guys now. There are new guys, new members. No, so I see bright things ahead. And like you guys are also active now. So
Yeah. Getting there pa. We want to be the pioneers also. So,
well, you're pioneer already for Nissan, no?
Yeah.
And,
kasi the other groups, honestly, they weren't as willing to invest as us. So kami, we led the way in that regard.
that's good. And they'll remember you for that. Diba? Ako, the first you always remember. Diba? Sabi nga nila, the first man on the moon is Neil Armstrong. Who's the second? Si Buzz Aldrin. But nobody knows. Usually, yung first lang yung alam nila.
Yeah. Familiar yung name, Buzz Aldrin. Okay. What about other hobbies? Diba, nag-golf ka, you're an avid golfer. What else do you do?
Kailan
Other passions.
Kailan lang yung golf eh. My brother got me into golf.
What about arts or some other?
You know, during the pandemic, I got into paintings. I started to appreciate. Ang galing ng
You paint?
No, I don't.
You-
I collect. Hindi naman collect, but I
paintings.
appreciate and sometimes I buy. No? But before, when I was a kid, I was into comic books. And I drew a lot also. So I read a lot of DC ako. More DC ako than Marvel.
Okay.
And
Sila
then,
Batman, Wonder Woman.
yan. And then yun, yung pandemic, kasi yung Instagram, lumalabas lahat ng mga paintings, no? So, you find appreciation for it the more you see it, you know? So yun, ganda. I think the art scene is becoming more exciting in the Philippines now. I'm into biking also. I bike every morning.
Where do you bike?
Sa village lang.
Village lang.
Village lang. Kasi nakakatakot sa kalye. Daming aksidente, di ba?
Yeah. Dapat careful, syempre. Kali.
Ayan.
Okay. What about food or...
Oh,
Diba you're a foodie?
Kanina,
we ate Spanish. Ano pang mga...
Ang sarap nun Ang sarap nun What was that?
Ipars.
Yeah, but what the fish that we ate?
Pescado al horno. It's a
Pescado
special kind
al
of
horno.
sauce.
And what fish was that?
I think that was lamon or something.
But it was good. The sauce had it tasted like capers and ano.
Yeah.
Anyway, I like food. I like appreciating food. When we go on trips, I like to plan the trip around food. I realized the best way to travel pala is to get food tours, no? The first time I tried it was in Turkey with my wife and some friends. Ang galing pag food tour kasi they even give you a little history. History of this, ganyan, this come from this, ganyan. And the food tastes better if you know the background.
Yeah.
One good food tour that you have to try is Ivan Mandi, the Binondo Walk. Big Binondo Food Walk ang tawag. You will walk around Binondo and he will make you taste food in the yung mga hole in the wall. Pero sulit na sulit.
Actually here in Cebu. Have you?
Meron ba?
May mga, of course, mga kambing,
Yeah.
larang.
I tried the
Even the ginabot, of course, balbakwa, all these.
Oh, sa inyo pala galing ang balbakwa.
Maraming
Hindi, pero may food tour ba? Yung guy na will give you the history?
I know a few mga food vloggers. Maybe
okay, pwede.
can refer to you some
I
places.
tried Enteng's Bakasihan.
Yeah, Bakasi.
Yeah, Bakasi.
All these.
And I tried the Tuslubwa.
Yes, Tuslubwa. Yeah.
Pero I tried Tuslubwa in Manila. May Cebuano ron that made it. I haven't tried it in Cebu yet.
Yeah.
So I have to try it here also.
Kan dito, yung ngoyong, di ba? That's
Oh,
not in
ngoyong,
Manila.
ngoyong.
Yung domings ang sikat dito.
Doming, dim sum break dito. Yung tawag dyan, yung steam rice, no?
Yeah, wala din sa Manila.
Wala sa Manila nun.
Diba, doon, mongkok or something
Oo,
else.
that's
Diba?
sunburst chicken nyo with
North Park lang doon eh.
yung sunburst chicken nyo with the chicken skin, di ba?
Coleslaw. Yung
Coleslaw din. Sa Manila, wala yan eh.
Yeah.
My friend introduced me to Puso before si Paolo Borromeo. We went restaurant hopping. Bibili lang kami ng isang Puso. We'll eat something, then we'll move to another Puso. Yeah, the food scene here is really nice.
Also, itong there's fish across SM. Partebel. Very good fish.
What kind of fish?
Yung mga tasik.
Okay.
Very thick then.
Bring me there.
Tinola. And they also grill it. So it's very
Actually,
good.
I tried
Partebel.
yung paksiw sa country club.
Yeah. Of
Paksiw
course,
na
country
fish.
club. Arte yan mga golfers eh. So, syempre.
Ang sarap ng paksiw na fish
quality
nila sa
of the
country
food
club.
there.
Nagulat ako, iba yung paksiw nyo dito sa paksiw sa Manila.
Iba because I think Manila, it's sweet. Parang yung...
It's more sour kasi mas matapang yung...
different yung flavor.
Yeah.
Dito, it's more on garlic. Ganun, yung,
It's good. It's good.
yeah.
So,
It's different.
we try to do... I like food. Last week I was in Taiwan and I have a very close parang brother there that brings us around. And, sabi ko, this time, bring me to all the new places. And I don't want to go to the old places we used to go to. So he brought me to near the temple nila is a breakfast place where they have their Taiwanese congee. Tawag niya conch. That's conch. It's like rice with soup, no? Tapos they have fried oysters and fried pork na crunchy. Ang sarap. Yun. And then there's a Michelin star Goose restaurant naman that he brought me to. Na ang haba-haba ng pila, but pina-reserve na niya kami so we can get in and earlier. You know, those are the things. I don't want expensive food. I want...
Yeah, doesn't have to be expensive actually.
Kasi parang...
May maraming hole in the wall na established na yung recipe for many years.
At saka actually, gusto ko to go with locals. I don't want to trust... Actually, sometimes I don't even trust the mga Netflix or yung mga Anthony Bourdain recommendations.
Mainstream. Yeah. And there's this other vlogger, I think si Mark Wiens at si Sunny, Best Food Car Show.
Okay.
But kay Mark Wiens, he has good. Kasi mga hole in the wall places.
Talaga? Mark
Wiens.
Wiens. Oh, sige.
Yeah.
Search ko mamaya yan. All over the world he goes?
Yeah. He went to Dubai. He was here in Cebu. Then he went to mga hole in the wall types.
Okay.
Okay. What about travel pala? Have you been traveling lately? Internationally?
Yeah.
Europe, US?
Our family is obsessed with traveling. My grandfather liked to travel. My dad, my aunts, my uncles. And it's nice also. I guess the reason also that I enjoy MD Juan, our business, is because our customers are in the States. So, and then Europe. So once in a while, I have to visit them. No? And that's work. That's work. I really have to go to them and try to get orders and everything. But every time I go there, of course, they welcome me and then they always try to bring me to a nice place. Ganyan. Yung mga hole-in-the-wall restaurants nila rin. So sa Amerika, meron din eh. Yung mga, parang mga cafeteria lang pero masarap. No?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I love traveling and we introduced our kids to traveling also. But early on, my dad would tell me, kasi he would bring us with him to his work trips, no. Sabi niya, okay ba? Madami kayo nakita, madami kayo na-try. But you have to work for you to be able to do that, no.
Yeah. So na-instill niya yung values, work ethic,
all you have to instill that, no.
All these principles.
And now, we're lucky because we get to plan yearly trips with my parents and the whole clan, all our kids. So pag Christmas, usually we go abroad. So na-expose na rin yung mga kids, and it's time with the grandparents.
What's your favorite place ba?
Japan.
Tokyo, Osaka, yeah. Or na-try mo yung Matsusaka beef, diba?
Yeah,
Better pa daw than Kobe beef. Or Wagyu.
Wagyu daw lahat yan eh. Just depends on the area where it comes from, diba? Yeah. So, yeah, Japan, just because the people are so nice and anywhere you go, it's safe, everybody's courteous, and it's a feast for all the senses, di ba? But of course, okay din ang Europe, di ba? Kasi old world and everything. Kaya lang mahal eh. Di ba? So, Japan, hindi mahal eh.
Mas lapit lang.
Yeah, tas malapit lang. No? So, yeah, I think the younger generation are very lucky that they have access to travel, better access to travel. Because when I was young, mas mahirap mag-travel, di ba? Mas konti yung flights, mas mahal yung flight. Yeah. Ngayon, marami na mga budget.
Accessible na ngayon. Mas mabilis.
At saka ngayon, with the internet and everything, dati mahirap mag-travel, ang dala mo lang yung travel book mo.
Ngayon, Airbnb, di ba?
Ang dali maghanap.
Online na lahat, booking.
Online.
Dami pang promos na.
Yung Klook, di ba? Yeah, so I think travel... And
the world is smaller actually.
And you would notice, di ba?
Accessible.
After you travel, when you get back, parang sometimes you can't wait to get back to work. And you have all these fresh ideas.
Fresh perspective.
Yeah.
Because there are times na we think, laki na natin, we're in this, di ba, parang big fish in a small pond. And when you travel, you
You're still
See,
small. there's always
yung horizon mo. Laki pala.
there's always a bigger fish.
Yeah. There's someone bigger, better, then we're just a tiny speck lang pala sa
Tama.
mundo. So, it's good to stay grounded.
You do that ba? You benchmark then you look at other companies to
Yeah,
look at.
of course. We, of course, visit the plants sa different car factories. And of course, explore different areas.
Do you have friends in Thailand?
Wala. No.
Kasi yung Thailand, grabe daw doon. I mean, the dealerships, ang lalaki ng mga
I
dealerships.
saw a few. I was there some years ago. Pero I realized the world is very big. So,
Yeah.
sino ba tayo? Who are we to think we have it all figured out? So,
Yeah. You're right. We're
constantly
We're
learning.
respect.
Okay. So yeah, dami na nating na cover ngayon. So thank you for today.
Oh,
for
thank
this
you.
conversation.
Thank you. It's nice, no? It's nice. Sorry, madaldal ako, no? But
That's good. Actually, that's the point. Of course, I want to extract something from you.
no,
to
but it's nice
learn
because this
and get insights.
it's so comfortable. It's so comfortable. So parang andali mag-share and everything, and I think I was able to share everything I wanted to share naman. And I hope people learn something. I always believe if you read a book, at least you have to retain one thought out of that book.
Are you an avid reader pala? Any books you want to...
Dati, but now
Any
medyo I
standout
haven't.
books?
Medyo ako favorite ko yung Outliers ni Malcolm Gladwell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like reading those books.
Malcolm.
I like autobiographies of successful people. Like yung book ni Steve Jobs, yung book ni Elon Musk, yung book ni Sam Walton ng
What about
Walmart.
mga business books? Yung Robert Kiyosaki?
Mga ganyan, Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah.
No? I read all of Donald Trump's books.
Yung Art of the Deal.
Yeah, maganda yung first book. Yung pangalawa, pangatlo, medyo na
Art
commercial
of the
na.
Comeback, diba?
So, yeah. And ako, when I listen to people, I try to retain something. Yun, that thing na if you read a book, try to get one thought out of it. I got that from Tony Tan Kachong. I heard him talk one time. I listened to Manny Villar once and he said, you have to, sabi niya dati daw na he was working in the palengke and the Filipinos daw said, gusto ko mag-aral yung mga anak ko para pag gumraduate, aalagaan nila ako, take me out of poverty. Ganun yung dream. Yung Chinese daw, yung Phil Chai na nagbebenta rin sa palengke. Gusto ko mag-work ako maigi para someday I will buy this palengke. You see the difference of the thought process. And when he came back 20 years after that to the same market, the Filipinos were still there, still selling fish. And the Chinese already owned the palengke. So, may mindset that you have to fix. Sabi nila, yung mga Pilipino daw gusto maging professional, yung mga Chinese gusto maging entrepreneur. So, kasi nga, yun nga, yung parang ganun. So, Franklin Ong, I listened to him talk the other day.
Political aspirations yan.
Hindi, pero you know what he said? He said, my prayer is that my daughter marries a man better than I am, and that my son grows up to be better than me. So, it's really
good.
impactful, di ba? Those
Kasi
things.
iba, ayaw patalo ng anak nila. May ganun. They still want to maintain that edge.
Mali di ba?
They're
Mali,
better
di ba?
than their kids. Ganun.
You know, actually,
Or
even with our
ma-offend
people,
pa yung-
even with your employees, di ba? You have to strive to make your employees better than you. Ganun. Kasi, how will you be able to play golf?
Yeah, I think it boils down sa ego ng tao. Siyempre, gusto nila na sila pa rin. But it's a matter of mindset and perspective. So,
Yeah. Anyway, thank you. Thank
yeah.
you again, Michael.
Thank you so much for being a guest.
And let's do this again.
Yeah, pwede naman may part 2, part 3. Who knows, in a year, or we'll see.
Okay.
Catch up na naman. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Wala nang last message to
Last
our
message.
viewers.
Keep watching Michael Goho podcast. I hope and you'll learn a thing or two. No? And guys, guest in his podcast kasi masarap mag-guest dito. Masarap yung kape.
Lahat naman. No?
Tapos pwede
All walks of life. Yeah.
Yeah, good day to everybody.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, salamat. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed today's episode.